The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! That's to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the West Middlesex Memorial Center as we get you set for some Junior B hockey between the visiting St. Thomas Stars and the hometown Strathroy Rockets. Both teams coming off a tough loss in their last game. For the St. Thomas Stars, it was the London Nationals. They took them to overtime last night on home ice. And for the Strathroy Rockets, well, they're coming off a loss Thursday on the road in Sarnia against the Sarnia Legionnaires. They came back in that game, another third period comeback, but they could not find the equalizer late in the third period, and they dropped that game, ending their two-game win streak. Now they'll try and start a new one here as the Stars are in town. A team that the Rockets, well, they've just played twice so far this season. One time in St. Thomas, one time here in Strathroy, and both teams have won a game on home ice. We'll see if we can change that up here today as we get set for this matchup between the Stars and the Rockets. A couple of scratches to go through the lineup here tonight, as the Rockets are going to be once again without Captain Carson Perry. Perry not in the lineup tonight, still dealing with an injury. Noah Nelson scratched, as well as Jacob Habib. Jacob Habib and Jonathan Kilby. Chaz Nixon still dealing with an injury as well, so he will not be in the lineup tonight for Strathroy. Gordy O'Dwyer will get the start between the pipes for the Rockets. It was Matthew Brazeau for the last few games, but after the loss on Thursday in Sarnia, the Rockets will switch hands. They'll go back to Gordy O'Dwyer, and O'Dwyer will get the start here on this Saturday night home game, the last home game for the Rockets in the 2021 calendar season. One more game on the road in LaSalle on Wednesday before we finish off and head to the holiday break, and then after that, we'll start the 2022 season in January with the London Nationals in town. For the St. Thomas Stars, a couple of scratches for them. The big notable one is Oliver Bonk, the D-man, not playing tonight with the Stars, as well as Jack Weber, and then Nicholas Mazza out of the lineup tonight for St. Thomas. They'll start Tyler Roberts in net. He's going to be wearing number 1, and he'll get the start between the pipes. Final home game of the 2021 schedule here for Strathroy, and they're looking to improve on their record so far at home ice. It hasn't been as friendly as they'd like so far this season, but they'll try and improve on that as they face off against the Stars here tonight. The Rockets, of course, so far this season, coming in with a record of 7-15, 2-3, 19 points, and then the Stars right there with them, 8-16, 2-1, 19 points, sitting just ahead of the Rockets in the standings so far. 1 spot ahead of them in the standings. The head-to-head, as mentioned earlier, both teams taking a game so far. It was the Rockets 4-2 here over the Stars, and then the Stars 2-1 over the Rockets in overtime at the Joe Thornton Community Center. In the last 10 games, St. Thomas has been sliding a little bit, 2-6-2, whereas the Rockets have been playing .500 hockey at 4-4-1-1, picking up points in 6 of their last 10 hockey games, coming off a big loss Thursday in Sarnia. They'll see if they can come back here and get the big 2 points on home ice. I'm Noah Smith calling the action for you tonight here from Strathroy. We'll go now take a look at the officials for tonight's hockey game. Wearing the bands, it's Chris Harwood, and on the lines, Jeff Parney and Braden Bright as they take to the ice here. The Rockets and the Stars coming out behind them as well. The Rockets wearing their blue alternate jerseys at home tonight. They made the switch last week to wearing the dark jerseys at home as they got into the second half of the schedule, past the 25-game mark. And this is the first time that the hometown fans will get to see these blue alternate jerseys this season, and what a way to cap off 2021. The Stars will be wearing their white route jerseys for this hockey game, and they'll go from left to right across your screen on Hockey TV, left to right across the radio dial, and the Rockets from right to left. A couple other games going on in the GOJHL tonight. We'll focus on the one in the Western Conference that is accompanying us, and that is the Kamoka Kings hosting the LaSalle Vipers. About halfway through the opening period there, still no score over at the Kamoka Wellness Center. We'll now take it down to ice level here as we get set for the national anthems at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. Puck drop to follow here on a Saturday night. So that'll do it for the anthems as we get set and ready to go here in Strathroy. Saturday night matchup, the final Saturday here of the 2021 portion of the season, and the Rockets and Stars will face off for the third time this season, the second time here in Strathroy. Both teams taking a game so far in the season series. Both teams tied at 19 points in the standings, and both teams looking to avenge a loss in their last game. It's going to be a good one tonight as we get set to bring it to you here. As mentioned, in goal tonight, Tyler Roberts for the St. Thomas Stars and Gordy O'Dwyer for the Strathroy Rockets. Roberts on the left side for St. Thomas, 11 games played, .375 goals against average. Gordy O'Dwyer has played in 13 games. He's got a .402 goals against average. It's Piercy, Gallant, and Dundas out to start it here for Strathroy. Doggan, Hubin wins the face-off back, and the Stars will dump it in. Back to Laszlo. Trying to take it away. Hubin now into the corner here for the Stars. Now works up to the point for McAlpine. Pass down low to Hubin, goes between his legs and into the corner. Now opposite side. Gets past Dobbin, back behind the Strathroy net. Piercy looking to come out. Taken down to a knee. Can't get it out. McAlpine now. Piercy up against the wall. Taken away down low. Hall will hand it across to Laszlo. His bounce pass off the boards will get up to the line and kept in. The Stars will go for a change. The Rockets will get the puck back inside their own zone. 40 seconds gone to start the hockey game. Bounce pass off the boards, stopped by Laszlo, and now the Rockets will bring it up the other way. Now a pass out of the reach there, and down the ice for an icing. Intended recipient was Tanner Dietz, and the face-off will come back down inside of the St. Thomas zone. The Rockets will get their first offensive zone time of the hockey game. And with that, they'll get a line change, bring out Faulkner, Special, and Kane Johnson. Kindred and Smith on the back end. Now back behind the net here. Trying to hold on, tied up behind the net. Stars will play it up on a pass up to the boards, and now right side off the skates of Dietz. Played back the other way. Holding onto it, back on defense, Tristan Girth. Long pass is going to be tipped in off a stick and inside the Strathroy zone. O'Dwyer's out of his net to play it. He leaves it for Kindred. Into the corner. Dietz now dodges the hit, trying to hold on to the puck. Gets it off down low. Walking around the net here, Matthew Parrish looking out front. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Good point-blank chance out front. And the Rockets are just going to flip it down the ice and clear into the St. Thomas zone. Now cleared back out to center. Kindry. D over to Smith. Gives it back to Kindry on the left side. Pass into the skates there of Faulkner at center. Now Faulkner's going to turn around and work his way up ice. Inside of the St. Thomas zone, Faulkner into the corner. Looking out front, Johnson pokes it on goal. And that one stopped by Roberts as Johnson taken into the wall by Girth. Minute and 42 seconds gone to start this hockey game. Face-off will be inside of the St. Thomas zone. Off to the right of Roberts. One off to the side. Now back in the corner. Stars looking to play it up to the blue line. Kept in here by Hogarth. Tries to shovel it down low for Wood. That pass intercepted, and here come the Stars back the other way. Working his way in on the left side, looking for a shot. That one's over top of the blocker side of O'Dwyer. Up to the blue line, kept in by Hicks, and now finally it's going to be poked back out to center. Spinning and firing that one over top of the defender in the corner. Marshall, DDD over to Ty Johnson. His pass up to Belaz, and it's going to go right on goal, so no icing here as Roberts has the play. Leaves it in the corner. Off to the side, Hogarth couldn't play it. Back behind the net, pass Wood, and Belaz will go get it in the corner. Looking out front for Wood. Wood holds onto it, shot. That one got way underneath it with the wedge and fired it over top of the net and out of play. No tip on it, and it'll bring the face-off into the neutral zone. Wood with a good point-blank chance right in the slot on the pass from Brandon Belaz, and he just fired it over top of the net. Knew he was close to the goalie, had to get underneath it if he wanted to find the top portion of the net. Just got way too much underneath it. On the face-off, it's won and dumped in by the Stars. McRobbie will chase into the corner. Now back behind the net, Hall. Trying to play this one up. Ethan Ficina, he's back into the lineup tonight for Strathroy. Played Thursday against the Legionnaires. Dumped down off the stick of Jonathan Tenhag, and that will be an icing against Strathroy. Two guys in the lineup tonight for Strathroy that were also in the game Thursday in Sarnia. Jonathan Tenhag and Ethan Ficina. Tenhag the 05, Ficina the 06. Two young guns in the lineup tonight for Strathroy. That one's flipped over top of the D. Tenhag will chase into the corner. Back to get it, Alexander. He takes a big hit from Pimentel. Looking out front, that pass knocked off his stick but kept in. Now down low to the net, Ficina. He's trying to chase after it. Pass will go off his skate and up to center. Carried forward on the right side, working it across the line. Trying to hold on to that one and lost it was Kidder. He goes into the corner. Stars in there to help him out. Puck comes up to the point. Big hit against the wall, knocks the puck loose from Joseph. Ficina trying to get it down low for Laszlo. Up to the point. Valentine, his shot blocked. It comes all the way back out to center. The Rockets will get a line change. Long dump on Piercy. To Gallant, knocked off his stick, picked up by Piercy at the line. He'll dump it in. All the way around the boards to Dundas on the right side. Trying to clear here. The Stars have it. Just going to flip it up into the air. It goes off his stick. And Smith couldn't corral it. Back the other way across the line. Over top of the Strathroy net. Now sitting on the back of the net. It'll be played off to the side by Kendry. Dundas. Piercy dumped in off the stick of Gallant. Now Gallant down low in the corner. Can't hold on to it. Stripped to the puck. Good outlet pass. Finds its way onto the stick of McNair. He'll dump it into the corner for Dobbin. Dobbin taking a big hit there. He's able to dodge most of it. Pass up to the point. Nobody there to get it. Hicks was late getting there. He'll have to take it back at the St. Thomas blue line. And the dump in will go off the stick and out of play. McNair tried to tip that one into the zone. It went into the netting. And we'll get a face-off coming in the neutral zone. St. Thomas side of center. 15:45 to go here in this opening period. Still no score. Rockets will get a late change up on forward here. Bring out Faulkner, Spezial, and Kane Johnson on the right side. Faulkner able to tie up the draw. Now carrying it past. It's going to be picked off, turned over. Here comes Johnson in. Johnson shot on. That one stopped by Roberts. Off into the corner. Spezial dodged the hit. Trying to hold on to it here at the half wall. Picked up off the glass and down the ice. And this one will have enough to go for an icing call and bring the face-off back inside of the St. Thomas zone. 4:35 gone to start the hockey game. No huge chances for either side so far. Both teams getting a couple shots on net. It'll be an offensive zone face-off off to the right of Roberts. Hogarth to take the draw for Strathroy, but it's won back by the Stars. Losing a handle on it as he went behind the net was Catrice. Now he holds on to it, up to the point, kept in by Hogarth. Backhands one towards the net area. It's wide of the goal, and now into the bench on a hit was Hogarth, and it wasn't an overly big hit. The door jarred open, and Hogarth fell into the St. Thomas bench. So the Stars, who are trapped inside their own zone a little bit, get a little bit of a break. They'll get the whistle, be able to change up their lines after the icing. We'll do another face-off off to the right of Roberts inside of the zone. One back on goal, and Covered up by Roberts, who didn't want to take a chance with the puck going beside his net. Third straight face-off off to the right of Roberts. This one is one back. Holding on to it now. Spezial fires one to that. Backhanded on goal. Rebound out front, and that one wide by Johnson. Faulkner looking out front. Pass is going to be tipped away, and it's going to be a foot race for it back into the Strathroy zone. Kindry's there to get it. Hands it off for Smith. Quick pass trying to find Johnson up at the blue line. Knocked away, and the Stars will take control back at their own. McAlpine to center. He'll dump it into the opposite corner. Smith is there to get it. Turned over, pass, looking out front, poked away from Paris, and back out to center for McAlpine. Holding on to it here. Looking for a nice pass. That one tipped in. Alexander off the stick there. Dietz will chase it inside of the Strathroy zone. Now Spezial. Pass intercepted. Coming through the middle here. Looking. Roberts shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer into the corner. Picked up by Johnson. Now onto the stick. Faulkner through center. Spezial pokes it way down low. Now looks out front. Faulkner again. His return pass. Picked off by Ballantyne. He'll come behind the St. Thomas goal. Look, DDD over to Alexander. Nice pass to work it out. And now coming up on the left side is Paris. Paris looking for a shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. And he'll cover up to get the whistle right at the 14-minute mark. Paris showed off his speed on that play as he worked it up the left side. Got a good shot on goal, but it was right into the logo of O'Dwyer. Right off the face-off, another shot. That one into the shin pads. Didn't make it to O'Dwyer. Wood chipped it at center. He lost, and it's back in the Strathroy zone. Laszlo, Hall, nice pass to Wood on the left side. Hogarth now trying to chip it forward on the left side. Balaz, Hall coming in, stopped at the St. Thomas line. Wood takes a hit right out front of the timekeeper's box, but the Rockets keep control of the puck. Laszlo will get to center. He'll dump it in off the end boards. Pass out front. Wood couldn't get the good backhand off as the puck bounced right out front of the goal. Now Balaz knocked off the puck. It's up to center. Hall down low. Couldn't hold on to it. This one is going to be another icing here against the Stars as they just elected to try and chip that one past the defender. Too much on it. And an icing call will bring the face-off back into the St. Thomas zone. Couple tired guys out there. Mainly on the back end, Girth and Ballantyne. One back to the point. Johnson now. Point shot to the net. That one redirected wide. Now off to the side. Trying to hold on to it. Pick it up down low. Ten Hag back behind the net. Had it knocked away. Now Pimentel. Holding on to it into the corner. Back behind the net. Ten Hag going to try and help him out. Pimentel picks it up. Up to the point for Marshall. Marshall to the net. Redirected. Rebound out front, and they couldn't find it on goal. Picked up by Marshall again. Shot on. Scores! Ryan Marshall steps in, picks up the puck, and fires it top shelf. And the Rockets lead 1-0 here. 7:10 into the hockey game. What a glorious chance for Marshall. Rockets had some good chances on the play. And then as the Stars looked to try and clear, the Rockets picked it up. It was Marshall from the point walking in, and he fires it past the blocker side of Roberts to make it 1-0 Strathroy. Off the face-off, back to Marshall again at the Strathroy blue line. He'll dump it in off the stick of Wood, and the Rockets will chase back down inside the St. Thomas zone. Pass moves it up to the blue line. Just going to carry it to center and dump it in is Watson. Played by O'Dwyer. Back behind the net comes out to Balaz on the right side. Fans on the pass. Holds on to it again. Over to Ty Johnson, who will just clear it off the glass. Up to the line. They're going to say it was kept in. Patrice down low. Poke past Kidder. Now Marshall to Wood to center and down the ice. And it's going to be a foot race for it as it goes off to the side. Played up and back out to center. Hit by Balaz as that one, and they're going to say they were offside on the play as Balaz touched it on the far side. 12:05 to go, and they're going to bring that face-off all the way down the ice into the Strathroy zone. So defensive zone draw. It'll be off to Gordy O'Dwyer's right side. Tied up off the draw. Up to the blue line. Rockets couldn't get it out. Now it's off to Spezial. He will carry it out. looking for a pass. That one off a stick. Faulkner will chase. Alexander to the right side. Now they'll work it up past the blue line. Looking to try and get to center. Deep bound pass picked off by Kindry. Kindry will bring it into the offensive zone. Try to cut wide right. Lost it and now turned over at center. Holding on to it. Smith, he's got 2 Stars right on him, but he's able to get the puck away. Now up through the middle. Spezial trying to cut. Lost it at the blue line. Picks it up on the left side and now will dump it back into the corner. That one knocked away. Bouncing off the hit there. Trying to put it to the net was Johnson. Lost it. And the Stars will come forward. Left side. Paris lost it in the corner. He's tied up against the wall. Smith down low with him. 2 Stars in the Rockets. Smith waiting up front looking for a centering pass. Couldn't get a whole lot on that shot as it landed right on the stick of Dietz into the corner. Out front, and that rebound off of Gordy O'Dwyer. The Rockets will have to clear and get it out as they come to center. To the line, Hull will dump it in. Doesn't get it very far as the long dump in. Going to try and tip that one in, and now they'll finally just dump it in as Robert spins and fires it into the Strathroy zone. Back behind the net, knocked off the stick of Hull. Now carrying it out right side. Pass off a skate, turned over, trying to cut it to the net here. Knocked away. Johnson into the wall. He's taken down. Big hit sends him flying into the boards. Slow to get up there in the corner off to the left of O'Dwyer. He's up and now the Rockets will pick it up. Carry it to center. Piercy's going to get to center and he dumps that one in and they're going to call him for an ice. Within a stride of the red line there. We've seen that called all year long. Parney, the line's been not giving him the benefit of the doubt. Even within a stride of that red line. And it'll bring the face-off back inside the Strathroy zone. Tied up off the draw, just sits in the circle. McNair now shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Comes out to the right side. Dundas up to the blue line, and they're going to say it's kept in here. Walking out, looking, shot on. That one missing blocker side, sitting on the back of the net. Now Gallant. Chip to Piercy. Piercy now gets to center this time. Works his way past, but offside. Move at the line, put the Rockets offside. They'll get the line change, though, as we're sitting at about the halfway mark of this opening period. 10:02 left to go in period number 1. The lone goal on the score sheet so far going to the Rockets. It's a 1-0 lead. That goal coming from Ryan Marshall. Ty Johnson picking up the assist. 2 defenders getting the Rockets on the board first. The dump in covered up by O'Dwyer. Laswood, Hogarth out there for Strathroy. One back into the corner. Ty Johnson plays it over to Ryan Marshall. Chipped forward, and here come the Rockets back the other way. It's Wood carrying it across the line. Wood steps in, looks, shot on. That one was blocked. Now Wood back behind the net. Knocked away. Belaz holding on to it. Looking behind the net here for options. Just still holding. Up to the point for Marshall again. Shot well wide of the net. Now sits behind the net. Belaz couldn't hold on to it. The Stars will pick it up. Up to McRobbie. McRobbie at the blue line. Pass out of the reach there. Down the ice. And an icing against St. Thomas as he was trying to find that pass all the way over to the left side for Maddox Amaral. Amaral had that pass well behind him, though. Couldn't reach it. Face-off off to Tyler Roberts right here inside the Stars zone. One up to the point. Now Smith, right side. Shot to the net. That one stopped by Roberts into the corner for Ten Hag. Ten Hag tried to cycle it down low. No one there to pick it up. Puck picked up and now coming through center. Catrice back inside the line. Pass over out of the reach. Kendry now takes the pass from Smith. The long dump in will go off the stick of Ten Hag. Steps inside of the zone and that one out of play, and they're going to keep it going here. No, it's finally blown down. Saying it went into the netting there. Kindry was pointing to the netting, trying to say that it went out, but the close linesman was in the middle of trying to dodge a hit, so didn't see it right away. Can obviously see the netting move after it hits it, so it'll bring the face-off inside of the St. Thomas zone. One up to the point again. Laszlo, left side, looks to the net. That one shot off the side of the goal. And it'll go, take a funny hop up over top of the glass and out of play. And they're going to bring the face-off outside. Say it didn't hit a stick on the way there, just hit off the net and out of play. And it'll be a neutral zone face-off now. Ficina couldn't win the draw. Stars take control at center now. Long dump into the right side. Joseph to try and chase. He takes a hit. Holding on to it down low. Puck gets away. Ficina. Nice pass up to Pimentel. Chips it over to Ten Hag on the left side. Ten Hag looking to try and cut to net. Throws one to the goal, and that one going right through over top of the blue paint. Stars will pick it up, and now they'll dump it in. Off the end boards. O'Dwyer plays it to Pimentel. Pimentel dodges a hit, gets it up to the line and out as Joseph played it. He'll dump it back in. Now the Rockets with some time here as the Stars dump it. Holding on to it back behind the net. Pass up right side. Pimentel couldn't get it out. Hall now. Picked up by Ficina. He'll rim around the other side. Ten Hag will chase it out front of the Strathroy bench. Trying to pass that one over to the right side. Pimentel will pick it up again. To center, he'll dump it in, and the Rockets will get a line change as the Stars back behind their net here get set up and ready to come up ice. 7:52 to go in period number 1. 1-0 lead for Strathroy on the goal by Marshall. Girth passes it up. Now holding on to it, getting it back. McNair. McNair on the right side will dump it in. Back behind the net, tied up is into the wall on the hit by Faulkner, and down into a heap right on top of the puck was Dobbin, and we'll get a whistle. We'll see where they bring that face off. Going to stay inside of the Strathroy zone. It'll be off to O'Dwyer's right here. The Rockets getting another line change with the defensive zone draw coming. Shot blocked. Gallant picks it up on the left side. Pass through the middle. This one tipped off the stick of Dundas and down the ice, and the Stars will have to chase. Up to the point now. Poked away. Out to Gallant in the slot. It had it hop over top of his stick. He couldn't get a shot off. Now again, up to the point. Marshall keeps it in. Tries to fire one to the net. Didn't get a whole lot on it. And back in behind the goal. Girth now right side. Pass through the middle. Knocked away by Dundas. Still inside of the St. Thomas zone. Chipping that one past. He gets it past Marshall and working up ice here. Trying to hold on to it. Taken down, and now the puck knocked away. Good defensive play to get it away was Piercy. Over to Gallant on the left side. Off his stick. Hubin will hand it back to the defender. Ballantyne a long dump in. That one down the ice, and an icing call against the Stars here. They were trying to get a wholesale line change in, but they'll have to bring everyone back out onto the ice. And get ready for the defensive zone face-off as Faulkner, Spezial, and Johnson will come onto the ice for Strathroy. Face-off off to Roberts' right. One back to the point. Kindry now. Able to keep it in. Puts it into the corner. Now Spezial walks out. Kindry, shot blocked. Once again, the puck down low. Taken down behind the net here in a tie-up situation. No call from the official. Spezial's going to walk it out. He'll carry it all the way out to center and then dump it back in. Around the boards to Johnson on the right side. Back behind the net. Girth picks it up again on his forehand. Around the boards, Johnson slow to get back up here as he tries to play the puck. It's up to the Stars bench and off a player in the Stars bench. Someone overhanging there, and it will cause a whistle. 6:08 to go here in the first period of play. So far in the hockey game, lots of action, just the one lone goal. Shots as they're tallied right now, 5-4 in favor of the Stars. Dump in off the glass. This one's going to bounce over top of the stick of Paris, but picked up by Kindry. Kindry at center. Hicks will pick it up. He'll spin and fire it back inside the Strathroy zone as the Stars get set to chase. It's Kindry. Leaving it down low. Looking for a pass. Out front. Tipped on goal. Stopped by O'Dwyer again. He got the rebound pad over and stopped him twice. Up to the point again. Catrice looking for a shot. That one's tipped on goal and stopped by O'Dwyer as Smith clears out the net out front. O'Dwyer had to be sharp about 3 or 4 times on that last succession of chances for St. Thomas. And oh boy, was he ever. Keeping this game 1-0 in favor of Strathroy. Velez, he'll poke it forward. Up to Wood at the line. Wood had that one knocked away as he tried to get the puck back. Now he holds on to it. Flips it inside the St. Thomas zone and chases back behind the goal. Nice move by Joseph to get it away, and now here come the Stars on the right side. Paris with speed, shot on, knocked away as O'Dwyer just kicked that one up into the netting out of play. Matthew Paris has been showing off his speed tonight for the Stars. He'll pick up the puck at center, and the next thing you know, he's inside your zone within what seems like 2 or 3 strides within a good shooting distance. Poke to center. Velez will pick it up and come in right side as he dodges a hit there. Arm comes up on the play. Looks like it's going to be a kneeing call on the way. Back behind the net, touched up, and it will be a trip on the play, and the Rockets will head to the power play for the first time in the hockey game with just over 5 minutes to go in the first. It's Alexander to the box for St. Thomas. And the Rockets, their first chance on the power play in the hockey game. The power play overall, 16.4% on the season. It's cleared down by the Stars as they get to work on the penalty kill here. Their penalty kill, 77.6% on the season. Smith back to Kindry inside of the Strathroy zone. Long pass up to center. Knocked away. Hogarth will have to pick it up and spin back at his own line. Hands it off to Wood on the left side. Wood had that one chipped away from him, and the Stars will send it right back into the Rocket zone. Smith back behind the net here of O'Dwyer. Being chased out. Shovels it off to the left side. Hogarth picks it up, and now Hogarth out front of the Strathroy net will wheel up ice. Holds onto it here with speed. Gets to center. Gets inside the St. Thomas zone and dumps it behind the net. Holding onto it into the corner now. Trying to tie it up against the wall. Ballantyne picked up. Pickpocketed. Looking out front. Couldn't get the shot off here. It will be picked up by Wood in the corner. Bounces it off the boards up to Smith at the point. Over to Kindry left side. Kindry redirected out front, and that one stopped by Roberts as it was tipped by Hogarth on its way to the goal. Offensive zone draw, 56 seconds left here on this first Strathroy power play of the game. Up to the point, Johnson will knock it back down in for Strathroy. Now it gets up to Johnson again. He's got to be careful, and that one's going to be touched by Dietz and back out to center. Stars playing a aggressive style of penalty kill here. They're right on you trying to knock away the passes. Into the corner down low. Johnson trying to hold on to it. Picked up. Paris. He's going to come one-on-one here against Hall. Paris. Nice move. Cuts to the net. Backhander. And he scores. Oh, what a shorthanded goal. A nice move to beat the defender, and then he puts it past O'Dwyer on the backhand to even this game at 1. The Rockets' power play was struggling to get the puck away from the Stars. And a nice move by Paris. Got himself in a good position. Another nice move on the defender. And he ties this hockey game at 1 apiece. Over to Gallen at center. Knocked away. The Stars will dump it back inside the Strathroy zone with 14 seconds to go on the man advantage. Around the boards to Dundas. Now back to Smith. He'll come up ice from the Strathroy blue line. Carries it in. Drops it. Shot on. That one over top of the blocker side. Up to the point for Kindry. Back down low. Gallen. Dundas. Tied up in the corner. Trying to get it away. Dundas will chase back behind the net. It's Girth. Nice pass up to move that one forward on the stick. McNair. Now turned over. Gallant. Dundas left side. Tried to put it towards the net here. Had it knocked away. Piercy tied up against the wall here. 2 Rockets down low in the corner. Piercy trying to get it away once again. Finally, the puck looks like it comes loose. Dundas in the corner. Knocked away. Gets it back again. Backhand pass out front. No one there to pick it up, and the Stars will get it. Coming forward, McNair. past the defender. Hall plays a hit on him. Up against the linesman in the corner, and now Hall loses an edge as he goes into the boards hard. McAlpine out front, tried to find McNair. Pass was out of his reach. Chipped forward. Another one onto the stick. Gallen in, and he couldn't get a shot off there. Had the defender right on him, and he might have fanned on it when he had the defender's stick right on his. Maybe a little stick lift at the end there to knock away the scoring chance. 2:05 remaining here in the first. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Ten Hag off the face-off, up to the point and back down low. Now trying to hold on to it. Sits on the back of the net. Pimentel. A couple of shoves there, but he couldn't get the puck loose, and they will be blown down by the official. Face-off will stay inside of the Stars zone. .154 left on the clock here in the period. One back up to the point for Laszlo. Just tries to fire one to the net. It was going to go wide. It was picked up by the Stars defender, cleared back out to center. Now Laszlo picks up. He fires it back down inside the Stars zone. In the corner. Reverses to McAlpine down low. Wood trying to play and get the puck loose. Wood holding on to it, and he scores. Oh, what a shot from Wood. Didn't have much of an angle, and he fires it over top of Roberts to regain the 1-goal lead for Strathroy, 2-1. To say he didn't have much of an angle would be an understatement. No more than 2 or 3 feet off the goal line in the corner. Picks it up on a left-hand shot, fires it towards the net. And the Rockets are back up 2-1 here. With 1:31 to go here in the first. Face-off, one back by the Stars. They'll carry it to center and dump it in. Dwyer thought about playing it. Dietz in the corner. Now held on to. Dietz looking to get the puck away. Johnson trying to tie him up. It is Dietz. Up to the point. Now Hicks looking, shot on through traffic. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Picked up by Marshall, who shovels it off the wall, and they'll get it out to center. Not before it's picked up, and now Johnson tries to tie that one up. Holding on to it now and firing it back to the defender in Hicks. On the pass from Paris. Catrice now. Dietz around the boards. O'Dwyer will come to play it. O'Dwyer's going to throw it around the glass, and this one's going to hit off a Stars forward and out of play. We'll bring the face-off to the neutral zone with 49 seconds remaining here in the period. The latest Rockets goal scored by Riley Wood. As it sits now, an unassisted goal for Wood. Wood will carry it in now, left side, just inside the St. Thomas zone. Pass out to the slot, nobody there to pick it up. Roberts will chip that one past, and now it's going to be a foot race for it. Paris coming back on Smith. Smith there to get it in the corner. Picked up again, and now here come the Rockets through the middle of the ice. Across the logo. Velez cuts in. Lost it. Now to the net. Wood back behind the net. Had that one just roll off the edge of his stick. Up to the point for Kindry. Velez cuts to the slot here. Holds on to it. Smith, right side shot on, and right into the logo of Tyler Roberts as he makes the save with 13 seconds to go here in the period. Both teams will get a change. And what will likely be the final draw of the period. If the Rockets can win it clearly, they'll be able to get a good chance off down low. It's one back by the Stars. In the corner now, trying to get it out. Donovan will just try to tie it up against the boards here. Time winding down on the clock, and it'll be blown down by the official there with 2.4 seconds to go here in the period. And we'll get another face-off. This one moving to the opposite side. Off to Tyler Roberts' right. Piercy to take it here. One into the corner, and the horn will go to end period number 1. And the Rockets will go to the break ahead by a goal as Riley Wood's late odd-angle shot found its way over top of Tyler Roberts, and the Rockets, after surrendering a shorthanded goal to Matthew Paris, have gotten themselves back in the lead, courtesy of Riley Wood. The scoring summary for the opening period of play: it was Ryan Marshall getting the Rockets ahead first, 7:10 into the opening period. Assists go to Ty Johnson for Ryan Marshall, picking up that goal and giving the Rockets the lead. It didn't last overly long, 10 minutes or so, before Matthew Paris on a Strathroy power play scored the shorthanded goal, working in on a pass from Tanner Dietz and scoring with 16:34. Ticked off the clock in the period, and then Riley Wood, just about 2 minutes later here, on an odd angle shot, found one over top of the shoulder of Roberts to make it a 2-1 hockey game in favor of Strathroy. We'll check out the out-of-town scoreboard. As mentioned, a couple other games going on in the GOJHL today. Kamoka is hosting LaSalle in the only other Western Conference game today. About 4 minutes into the second period, it's a 2-1 lead for the LaSalle Vipers. Elsewhere around the GOJHL and the other conferences in the Golden Horseshoe, Brantford and Caledon tied at 1. Welland and Fort Erie is in the first intermission tied at 0. And Thorold and Caledonia, it's a 1-0 lead for Caledonia at the end of the first period of play. Elmira is in Waterloo in the lone game in the Midwest Conference tonight. 3-0. Waterloo leads at the end of the opening period of play. Here in Strathroy, it's a 2-1 lead for Strathroy. After 20 minutes of hockey, we'll go ahead and we'll take the break. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page and watching on HockeyTV.com.
The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! To the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, after 20 minutes of hockey, we welcome you back inside of the West Middlesex Memorial Center for period number 2. As we get you set and we get you ready, we'll recap period number 1. This game started rather slow, not a whole lot of action either way. The shots on goal total after the opening period of play wasn't really out of hand for either team. 9-9 is what it ended up being at the end of period number 1. It was the Rockets getting on the board first. The goal courtesy of Ryan Marshall, just his second goal of the season. The defenseman stepping up into one on the point, brought it in, and then wristed one blocker side on the goalie Tyler Roberts to make it a 1-0 Strathroy lead. The Rockets would hold on to that lead for the next 10 minutes or so. They'll get a power play chance. And then it was Matthew Parrish for St. Thomas working up on ice on a pass from Tanner Dietz. And then a nice move on Blake Hall. He would it to the backhand, and Pete Yordi O'Dwyer on the blocker side to even this game up at 1-1 on the shorthanded tally. And then Riley Wood didn't wait long. He waited just 2 minutes after that to fire one on goal from an odd angle in the corner. It beat Roberts over top of his shoulder, and the Rockets would go ahead 2-1, and that's where we sit as we get set for period number 2. As mentioned, shots on goal 9-9 after that opening period of play. The out-of-town scoreboard. We gave you a rundown of the games going on in the league tonight. Just one other game in the Western Conference that we'll focus on. It was 2-1 in favor of LaSalle after one period of play, but the Kings have scored 2 goals rather quickly in the second period, just about 4 minutes apart, and they have taken a 3-2 lead in that hockey game over at the Kamoka Wellness Center. Zamboni just finishing up here in Strathroy as we get set for period number 2. And ready for some more hockey to come your way. The last home game for Strathroy before they go into the holiday break and finish off 2021 as a calendar year and then move on into the new year. They'll hit the road to LaSalle on Wednesday night to face off against the Vipers. It's a 7 o'clock puck drop Wednesday at the Vollmer Center in LaSalle. We'll be on the air to bring you that one here as the Rockets finish off before the holiday break. And then it's the London Nationals who come to town as the Rockets will have 2 straight Saturday home games to start the schedule after the holidays. Saturday, January 8th against the London Nationals, and then these same St. Thomas Stars are back for the 3rd and final time this season here in Strathroy on January 15th. That's what you have to look forward to as you come into the holiday break, and then out on the other side, the Rockets would sure love to climb the standings a little bit here. 2 games before the holidays, and the Stars, who we said even with right now, 19 points for each side. And then LaSalle, who is just about 6 points ahead of Strathroy in 6th place. They'll see on Wednesday. 2 winnable games and 2 games that go a long way into helping this team move up the standings as they move through this 2021-2022 campaign. Rockets back out to the ice here as we'll get set for the second period. Rockets wearing those blue alternate jerseys tonight. A little bit biased when I say they might be some of the sleekest in the league. It'll be Hull and Laszlo out on defense to start the second period for Strathroy. Gallant, Dundas, and Piercy up front as the forward unit. McNair out there with what looks like Dobbin and Nick Hubin up front for the Stars, with Alexander and McAlpine on the back end. Face off, one back inside the Stars zone. DDD finds its way onto the stick of McAlpine. His pass out of the reach onto the stick there. Shot on, that one over top of the goal. Up to McAlpine. Bounce forward, McNair holds on to it, he dumps it in. Stars will chase as Hall picks it up in the corner for the Rockets. Back behind the net now. Laszlo left side. Gallant dodges a hit and then throws it down the ice, and on this fresh sheet, it's going to go all the way for an icing and bring the face-off all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. Just 27 seconds into the second period of play. The Stars will get a line change and see if they can capitalize on the icing by Strathroy. Off the draw. Paris with a shot. That one into the skates and blocked. Trying to pick it up again here. Now onto the stick. Dundas gets to center. Trying to throw it over to Piercy. Gallant will pick it up. Drops to Dundas. Shot on and glove down by Tyler Roberts as he makes the save and covers up. And now we'll get a face-off inside of the St. Thomas zone. Couple quick face-offs, couple quick whistles here to start this second period. Off the draw, one back, Girth into the corner. Spezial got his stick in the lane of the pass. Cleared off the glass, out and knocked down. Kane Johnson tried to shovel that one over. Faulkner shot, couldn't get it off. Holds on to it into the corner. Back behind the net, pass Spezial all the way up to the point. Poking away at it, Kendry, and he's able to hold the line and at least make sure the Stars couldn't rush up ice quickly. To center, tipped off the stick of Dietz. Now Faulkner holds on to it, wanted to pass to Spezial, but couldn't get a good wood on it as that one's flipped up and into the bench. Right into the Rockets bench down in front of us, and it'll be blown down, bring the face-off back into the Strathroy end of the ice. Just a minute and 14 seconds into this second period. Smith. Johnson trying to chip that one over top of Catrice. Catrice will pick it up. He'll work into the offensive zone on the left side. Now shovels it back behind the net. Kendry around the boards. Spezial now forward onto the stick of Johnson, and that one just floats off his stick. He might have been on alone there on Roberts. Ties it up in the corner. Now it gets past him. Spezial back down low. Johnson holds onto it behind the St. Thomas net. Out front, Spezial, and that pass a little bit too hard to handle for him as he couldn't hold on to it and coming back the other way. Paris works in on the right side, and he just lost it off his stick into the corner. Tried to cut to the net there. Kendry knocked it away. Spins, fires on goal. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Rockets just looking to try and clear here as the puck's still inside their zone. Dumped back in by Catrice as the Stars will change. And the Rockets have some time in their own zone to clear. Right side for Smith. Smith will get to center, and he'll dump it into the air right on goal and cover it up by Roberts, who didn't have much of a choice there. He had to glove it to make sure that it didn't take a funny hop out in front of him. And there'll be an offensive zone face-off coming for the Rockets, with Hogarth, Wood, and Balaz out there. One back, up to the point. Johnson couldn't hold it in. Had McNair right on him. Hogarth trying to clear the puck out. Up to the line and touch there. It's going to be called a hand pass. It'll bring the face-off inside of the Rocket zone there as it was Hogarth fanned on the pass on the first attempt. The puck went up in the air, and he just tried to shovel it out of the zone with his hand. It's touched by Balaz, and face-off brought off to the right of O'Dwyer. Right off the draw. McNair to the net. That one well wide. Into the corner for Human. Out to Gallant. Couldn't knock that one away. Clearing attempt is going to go out of play as that one off the stick of Johnson. Just creeping through the opening minutes of this second period. 17-19 to go in period number 2. We've had about 5 or 6 whistles already. First 2.5, 2:40 of this period. Down low, knocked away. Back behind the net, rammed around out to the other side. Wood, and it's kept in at the blue line. Off to the side of the net there. Picked up by Hall. Hall has some space, he looks. Pass up to Wood. Wood on the left side looking for a long one. That one's going to go off a body right on goal. Played for McAlpine down in the corner. Belaz into the corner, takes him there. Trying to hold on to it. Into the slot. Poked away. Kept in at the point again by Hall. Chipping that one up, and now it's picked up by Amaral. Amaral will circle back. Had it poked off his stick by Wood. Back to the defenseman now. Long pass down the ice, trying to find possibly McRobbie at the blue line, but it's out of his reach and an icing against the Stars now. And now the Rockets will do the exact same thing and try to capitalize on the icing against these Stars players who couldn't get a change. One back to point. Hogarth spinning and firing on goal was Belaz, and that one stopped by Roberts. Not an overly tough shot to stop. It was right in the logo. About 2 feet off the ice, but don't know if he's expecting Belaz to just spin and fire that one on goal. Up to the point, kept in by Johnson, down low now. Valentine trying to poke that one. It's Hogarth. Up against the wall. Valentine comes out on the left side. Works his way up to the blue line. He'll get to center and he'll dump it in around the boards. O'Dwyer out of his net to play it. Will throw it off the glass. Couldn't get it out. Back behind the net. Nice spin move to get away from danger there. Amaral, and now going to have the net come off behind Gordy O'Dwyer, and the Rockets were on their way out of the zone. I must say, it has been some time, I think, since we've seen the nets come off here. A whole lot better since they replaced the Pags in the nets here in Strathroy. For the longest time, they had issues with the nets coming off, and seems like that issue, at least for now, has been solved or at least improved. Rockets will get it up ice into the St. Thomas zone. They'll go D to D. Valentine left side. Now he'll come through the middle. Lost it off his stick, regains it, and dumps it in. Laszlo now bounces off the boards. O'Dwyer had to come out and poke that one away. Just trying to get the puck loose now is Laszlo on the left side. Back behind the net, still holding on to it here, Dobbin. Now he loses it. It's Hall working his way up past the blue line to Laszlo at center. Laszlo into the offensive zone. Ties it up to the point. Spezial fanning on the pass, trying to knock it away there, and the Rockets get it back. Avoiding danger there as the Stars were ready to break out ice. Pass just out of the reach there. Now a long one. Chipped in at Dundas at center. There to go get it. McNair up to the line. Hall keeps it in. Pokes it to Dundas, who just fires one on goal, and that one was off his skate, bounces all the way back out to the Strathroy zone. D for Hall. Now he puts it back behind the net. Coming out the other side. Nice move. Puts it up onto the stick of Piercy. Piercy steps in across the blue line. Tries to work it into the corner. Catrice took the body on him. Now he ties up Tenhag against the wall. Tenhag taken down. Puck gets back up to Johnson at the point. Johnson to the net. Redirected, and that one goes off the bar. Into the corner for Marshall. Now back behind the net. Tenhag couldn't get it. Around the boards, Johnson throwing a hit, trying to get the puck loose. Long pass coming up through the middle. Marshall trying to knock it away. Got two guys on him. Watson trying to hold on to it there, and the Stars are offside on the play. They got the shot in on O'Dwyer, who holds on to the puck here, but is going to bring the face-off back out to the neutral zone. 5 minutes and 40 seconds has been played here in the second. Still a 2-1 game in favor of Strathroy. Coming in across the line there, now poking it away. Good move. And up in to the rush and holding on to it. Kindry in the corner. Kindry looking back down low as he's continued to be tied up here, trying to get the puck loose. Up for Roberts. Roberts can't get it past Smith. The dump in is going to be picked up by Hicks back inside of the Stars zone. Working it up forward onto the stick of Paris. Paris, couple nice moves, knocked away from the puck. Smith tied up down low. Now Spezial out to the slot. Holding on to this one. Kane Johnson can't get it back. Catrice into the corner. Opposite side, looking out front. Up to the point. Dietz holds on. Shot blocked by Johnson. Puck comes back out to center. Now Faulkner. forward here for Strathroy. GOJHL tried to chip that one past, and here come the Stars. A 2-on-1 chance. That one poked away by Laszlo. Snuffed out that chance for the Stars to turn up ice quickly, 2-on-1. And it's going to be offside here as GOJHL slowly made his way to the bench. Not sure if he took a shot there or what, but he is down on the Strathroy bench. Slowly had to make his way there, and now getting tended to by trainer Mike Brooks. Face-off in the neutral zone, won by Strathroy. Dumped in off the stick of Laszlo, but picked up back behind the net here. Tyler Alexander. Quick pass up right side. Carrying that one forward. Donovan will dump it in, and they'll chase inside the Strathroy zone. Hall tries to evade the hit. Out front, that pass goes off a skate, and now the net once again will come loose back behind Gordy O'Dwyer. And someone running into it knocked it loose. GOJHL still coupled over on the Strathroy bench. As Mike Brooks talks to him and looks over the injury. Into the corner off the draw. Hogarth left side. Ty Johnson off the boards. Wood got a stick on it, but he was well short of the center ice line, and it'll go down as a icing here against the Rockets. Bring the face-off all the way back down to the Strathroy zone. Wood having a conversation now with the official. Talking it over with Harwood, he thought that he might have got hit from behind into the boards. Of course, he wasn't hit overly hard, and that's likely why it wasn't called. Off the face-off, down low, Marshall. Around to the opposite side, shoveled towards the net on the backhand. That one stopped by Balaz. And now bidding on a pass, that one picked up. Here comes Balaz through center. Drops it onto the stick of Wood, who steps on the puck, lost it, kept it in now. Nice play to hold on to it. Wood tries to spin and fire a backhand pass over to Balaz on the left side, and he fanned on it. Now coming through the middle. This pass knocked away. Hogarth up at center to Wood. Wood with McAlpine right on him. It'll be McAlpine putting it over right side. Pass knocked away. Wood again. Pass just out of the reach of Balaz. He'll have to chase back inside the St. Thomas zone. Alexander spinning in the corner. He's taken out a big hit by Balaz to knock him down. Spinning and firing that one off the glass. Takes a nice hop right onto the stick of Kidder, who works it forward. Kidder knocked off his stick. Another chance. Fired on goal. Stopped by O'Dwyer as he took that one up just above the shoulder. And he made the save. 11:52 to go here in the second period. No goals yet here in the second. It's still a 2-1 Strathroy lead. Shots on goal 5-3 in favor of the Rockets. Here in the second period, that is. 14-12 overall. To center, Pimentel down right at the red line, holding onto it against the wall. Trying to poke that one loose. Ten Hag did. Got it back, and now penalty on the way here as Joseph is going to go to the box for St. Thomas, and the Rockets will head back to the power play. They're going to call Joseph on the spear here. So Joseph will go to the box on the spear, and the Rockets will get a chance on the power play here, and an extended chance at that. 4 minutes up on the clock is a spearing penalty, a double minor for Joseph. And a huge chance here for the Rockets to extend this 2-1 lead. Harris spins and fires, and that one gets out, and now Dietz will pick it up. Dietz working it. Tries to get a shorthanded shot on that one. Stopped by O'Dwyer. Bounces all the way back up to center, and the dump in by Girth hits off the linesman. And now the Stars will take it back inside their own zone, just playing catch with it between the two defensemen. Finally a dump in, that one down the ice, and Dietz tried to knock it down. Back behind the net here for Owen Kindry. Kindry will bring it up right side. Passes over to Hogarth, who will step in across the blue line. Around the boards all the way over to Balaz on the right side. He holds on to it. Back down low. Up to the point, and it takes a funny hop off the boards there. Past Kindry and all the way back onto goal for Gordy O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer to Smith. Steps back into the corner, now back behind the net. Leaves it for Kindry. Now Smith. 2 Stars right on him, trying to take the puck loose, and now working up ice. Here comes Faulkner. Faulkner, a move at the line, and he put Johnson offside. 2:51 remaining here in the Strathroy power play. 4 minutes on this spear to Joseph, and they haven't had any zone time, any chance to get hardly any good shots on goal. The Stars' penalty kill has been good, forcing the Rockets and not giving them any time to make the passes that they want to make. Face-off one back, and now the Stars will clear this one all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. Hall knocked down the pass to save it another few feet, but they'll set it behind the Strathroy net, and now they'll work up ice again. Hall drops it back for Ty Johnson. His pass through the middle. Faulkner tried to chip that one back, and the Stars still holding on to it here. Pass off the skates now. Can't poke it away. Finally, Johnson will pick it up again. Leaves it back for Spezial, and Spezial will come through the logo at center. Dumps it in. Chasing back behind the net now, Hicks. Leaves it. Johnson's got it. Around the boards up to his brother Ty at the point. Pass out of the reach of Spezial. Hicks will fire one off the glass and out, but it's going to hit off the timekeeper's box on its way out and go out of play with 1:58 remaining here on the 4-minute penalty to Joseph. Last time the Rockets had a power play chance in the game, Matthew Paris scored to tie the game at 1 shorthanded. This time around, the Rockets have all of 1 shot, if you want to give them that even. Clearing attempt. Up to the line, not out. Gallant holds on to it. Back down low for Dundas. To the point again, Laszlo. Pass down low. This one up to center, and Marshall will have to pick it up here for Strathroy. 2 Stars right on him here against the wall, trying to tie this puck up. Rockets finally get it back now as Dundas hands it off to Laszlo at the Strathroy blue line. Back behind the net here as he lost the puck, and now he holds on to it with 1:20 to go here on the man advantage. Up through the middle. Back for Laszlo. Cross center. Passes it off left side. Piercy. Piercy works his way in. Pass up to the point. Laszlo shot through traffic and stopped by Roberts. Not enough traffic to deter him from stopping that one right in the logo with just over a minute left here on the Strathroy power play. And they'll bring back out Woodbouse and Hogarth here. They'll finish off, I would imagine, the last minute or so of this man advantage. Wood on the left side. Trying to hold on to it here, and now coming back the other way. Paris might have had another shorthanded chance there, but he had it knocked off his stick. Kindry back behind the net. Leaves it for Smith. Smith. Pass out of the reach of Wood and dumped back inside the Strathroy zone. Rockets getting frustrated here with just nothing going on this man advantage. Huge momentum booster for the Stars if they can kill off the 4-minute penalty to Joseph. Smith steps inside the offensive zone, leaves it in the corner for Hogarth. Hogarth up to the point for Kindry. Kindry through traffic. That one stopped. Rebound comes out, and it's cleared down the length of the ice as O'Dwyer steps out of his net to play it. 15 seconds to go here. Stepping in across the line, Hogarth leaves it for Gallant. Gallant over the left side, and that one put over top of the goal by Dundas. The net came off on the play, but Dundas got the pass on the left side, and he put it over top of Roberts. Didn't get a good shot off on it, but the shot that did missed with 7 seconds to go on the 4-minute penalty to Braden Joseph. Down low, Dundas trying to get the puck away. Piercy into the wall. Out front, Gallant couldn't get the one-time shot off. Piercy again. Up to Laszlo at the point. Holding on to it here, and now a hand pass called on Strathroy. Laszlo who brought that down to his stick. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second period. The Rockets, who had nothing going on that man advantage, now back to even strength. Big hit coming through the middle there as Laszlo stepped up on him, but the puck went out of play. Found its way into the Stars bench. Rockets changing up the lineup out there. At the blue line, now one back here. Hicks at center will dump it in. Long one on O'Dwyer, who has to make the save. Big rebound comes out, and the Rockets just trying to knock it away. Now from the slot, Ty Johnson off the boards and out to center. Johnson again will carry this one in on the blue line. He'll dump it in on the backhand. Puck back behind the St. Thomas net. Catrice, Piercy, right on him. Catrice is going to hold on to this one again. Johnson's pinching in from the blue line to try and tie it up. Puck goes back behind the St. Thomas net. Now up on the boards, up to the point. Johnson to the net. That one tipped wide into the corner. McNair now over top of Kendry and backs out inside the Strathroy zone. Kendry, the man right on him. Piercy in there to help him out. Takes it into the corner. Up again. Back behind the net. This one well wide. Looks out front. Couldn't get the shot off. And it's picked up here by Speziale, who throws it over to the opposite side. Here comes Dundas. Dundas works into the net. Backhander. And that one stopped. Roberts got down. Spread eagle. And he makes the save. Nice play by Speziale. Bounced the pass off the boards. Dundas chased it down and he ended up getting in alone on Joseph. Pardon me, on Roberts. Hogarth wins the faceoff back to the blue line. Just going to dump that one back in as Marshall. Looking back out front. Chance on a goal. Scores! A funny hop out front and just bearing it past Roberts to put the Rockets up 3-1 is Brandon Belaz. Wasn't pretty, but oh man, did they need that one. After they failed to register on the 4-minute power play, all it took was a little bloop behind the St. Thomas net. The puck finds its way out front, and Belaz puts it past Roberts to make it a 3-1 hockey game. Back for Laszlo inside the Strathroy zone. At his own blue line, still spinning here, and he fires one back towards O'Dwyer, who has to play it. Back to Laszlo, and now bounce pass off the boards over onto the right side for Marshall. Laszlo forward. Chipping that one, Ficina up to Pimentel. Pimentel losing an edge there as he stepped across the line. Able to hold on to the puck. Ten Hag will pick it up down low. Back behind the net, Ten Hag looking for a centering pass. Couldn't hold on to it. Now another one fired on goal is going to be stopped by Roberts. And the faceoff will come off to Roberts' right side here. 5:47 remaining in the second period. A big goal for Strathroy there. Brandon Belaz assisted by Caden Hogarth and Ryan Marshall. Puck bounces all the way up to the point. Now kept in. Bouncing around. Stars trying to find it. Up onto the right side. Knocked away. Paris will hold on to it. Paris, right side. Knocked off his stick by Hall. Now Hall throws it around the boards. Up to the point. Tipped on. That one got past O'Dwyer, but it missed the goal into the corner. Still trying to hold on to it. Looking out front. That pass tipped on. Up to the point. Bouncing. Puck hops over top of the stick of Valentine. And the Stars will have to clear. Now back behind the Strathroy net for Blake Hall. Passes right side. Johnson now. Nice move as he holds on to it. His pass off the skates of Paris. Bounces all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. Up to the point. Around the boards, back into the corner. Girth, he's going to pinch in from the point. Put it down low. Over Speziale. Able to get it out. Trying to poke that one past was Kane Johnson. And the Stars will just once again fire it into the Strathroy zone and get a line change. Up to the middle of the ice. Past Faulkner, but Hubin will scoop it up. Hubin works into the net. That one stopped. Pad save by O'Dwyer. Spezial throwing the body here, trying to get the puck back, holding on to it here. Nice pass onto the stick and past the stick of Spezial inside the St. Thomas zone as Catrice will hold on to it, bounces it off the back of the net, and now gets it back on the right side. Pass to the middle of the ice. Hubin knocked away from him. Kindry now off the boards, up to center. Gallant pass to Dundas on the right side. Spins and fires a backhand in on. Dundas now knocks away. Piercy trying to chase it down. That one's going to go off a stick and out of play into the netting with exactly 4 minutes remaining here on the clock in the second period of play. And the Rockets leading by a score of 3-1. And after a quick conversation, the officials and linesmen going to elect to keep the face-off inside of the St. Thomas zone, off to Tyler Roberts' left. Face-off one back, and the Stars will pick it up and work their way forward. Now knocked away. Good defensive play, but Catrice scoops up the garbage and dumps it in on a forehand. O'Dwyer. Kindry left side. Working that one up, coming in off the bench there. Stars were able to keep 5 guys on the ice despite a line change happening right at the play. Dundas. Bounce pass off the boards. Catrice will just throw it back inside of Strathroy territory. Kindry throws a hit against the near side boards. Looking for the puck to come out. Watson holds on to it. Watson looking, shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Holding on to it. Dundas up to the blue line. Point shot. Knocked away by the Rockets goaltender out of play. And the faceoff will stay inside of the Rockets zone. 3:12 left on the clock here. Rockets led 2-1 heading into the second period of play. Played the majority of this period holding on to that 2-1 lead, and it wasn't until just recently that the odd hop out front by Brandon Belaz chopped it past the goaltender to put the Rockets up 3-1. Into the corner. Laszlo throws a hit. Walking out, looking for a pass. Still holding on to it. Alexander to the net. That one knocked away. Kane Johnson to center. Still has it on his stick. He's able to get it inside the zone. Inside the Star zone, up to center for Dietz. McAlpine knocked away as Hull threw the body on him. Spezial circles back behind the net. Now throws it. Reverses it around the boards to the right side. Kept in by Dietz at the blue line. Dietz going to walk across the line, look for a shot. That one blocked. Bounces. Alexander shot. That one's going to miss blocker side. Still back behind the net here. Stars controlling the play inside the Strathroy zone. Spezial will hold on to it, get to center, and dump it in on a backhand. Rockets changing up the lines here. 2:15 to go in the period. Through the middle now. Past Hogarth. Paris passes over. Right side. Looking for the return to Dietz. Knocked away. Paris picks it up. Now onto his forehand. Looks for Girth on the left side, and that one just out of his reach. Turning onto it. Shot on from an odd angle. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Now another shot from the point. Blocked by Johnson. Girth is going to dump it back in. Played by O'Dwyer here. Trying to force the turnover here as Hogarth throws it down the ice, and this one will find its way right on goal. Roberts back behind the net now. Girth. At the blue line, Wood. 90 seconds to go in the period. Down low for Hogarth. Just going to tie it up against the wall here inside of the right side of the Stars zone. Working out. Johnson backhands one over top of the goal. Nice play here by the defender, working down inside the offensive zone. Holding on to it now. They'll clear off the glass and out. Marshall knocks it down at center, and he dumps it back down inside of the zone. Marshall knocked off his stick in a foot race for it with Hubin, and he's just going to knock it away from the attacking forechecker. Down to the final minute here of the period. A long dump in. Ricochets off the boards. Marshall tries to knock it away from McNair, who was coming in. Now they'll get it back. Onto the stick of Marshall through center. Marshall to the red line, dumps it in, takes a funny hop off the boards, turns it over. Ballas has shot that one over top of the net. Up to the line, still kept in. 35 seconds to go in the period. Girth off the stick of McNair, dumped back in by Smith on goal. stopped by Roberts, who keeps the puck going. Bouncing around just inside the zone. 17 seconds to go, and now the Stars will turn back up ice. Dobbin on the right side, leaves it. Stars went for a change. Had a couple too many guys on the ice for a second there, but lost control of the puck. Now Smith steps in across the line. 8 seconds to go, leaves it. Shot on by Piercy. That one's blocked. 2 seconds to go here, and the horn will end off period number 2. With the Rockets adding on to their lead here in the period, they'll go to the break up 3-1. An overall good second period for Strathroy as they will lead, head into the locker room once again with the lead. This time a 3-1 lead in the game, courtesy of the goal by Brandon Belaz. Hogarth and Marshall, as mentioned, picking up the assist, the lone goal in the second period of play. Shots on goal in the second period of this one, 10-9 in favor of Strathroy. They lead the two-period total by a score of 19-18. And the score that matters, a 3-1 Strathroy lead after 40 minutes of hockey. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard one final time before we go to break here. In the Western Conference, the only other game going on is in Kamoka. 13 minutes to go in that game, and it's a 3-3 score as the Kings and Vipers are tying. It's LaSalle's third period goal, courtesy of Noah Morneau, tying that hockey game back up at 3 goals apiece. Here in Strathroy, it is a 3-1 lead for the hometown team, and they'll look to try and win a big 2 points here when we come back. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page and watching on hockeytv.com. We'll go to break. More hockey coming up on the other side. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy.
The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, we welcome you back wherever you're listening in as we get set for period number 3 here from the West Middlesex Memorial Center. It is a 3-1 Strathroy Rockets lead after 40 minutes of hockey, and the Rockets looking to try and close out this game against the Stars. They're going to need a good third period to do it here. It hasn't been necessarily the West's best played game for Strathroy so far. They've got a couple of bounces that went their way that resulted in good scoring chances. The Brandon Belaz goal in the second period, a good example of that, to put the team up by a score of 3-1. But hey, they'll take it. A 3-1 lead is a 3-1 lead regardless as they get set and ready here for the third period of play. If you're just joining us, we'll go through the scoring summary here of this hockey game. It was the Rockets getting on the board first, scoring on the goal courtesy of Ryan Marshall way back at the 7:10 mark of the opening period. Ty Johnson and then later Matthew Pimentel adding assist on that goal. It was Matthew Paris for St. Thomas, their lone goal of the game so far. Tanner Dietz picking up the assist on that shorthanded goal to tie the game at 1. But since then, it was an unassisted goal late in the first by Riley Wood from an odd angle. And then the lone marker of that second period at the 13:41 mark, Brandon Belaz, Ken Hogarth, and Ryan Marshall picking up his second point of the night, getting the assist on that one. And that is where we sit as we get set for this third period of play here from Strathroy. The shots on goal totals 19-18 in favor of the Rockets through 2 periods of play. They'll come back out here for the third and see if they can come away with a big 2 points against the Stars. They beat them in the only other matchup of the season here between these two clubs in Strathroy. It was a 4-2 Rockets win. Over in St. Thomas on November 19th, it was a 2-1 St. Thomas win in overtime. So the Rockets have picked up points in both games this season against the Stars. Being up 2 goals, they'd love to come away with 2 points in regulation. The Stars are going to try to come back from a deficit here in this one. They haven't had a whole lot of luck when trailing after 2. 4 wins, 13 losses, 1 overtime loss, and 1 shootout loss. So they have been able to come back 6 times to at least force overtime, if not win the game, when trailing after 2 periods of play. They'll have to try and do that here tonight. The Rockets, when leading after 2 periods, are 5-4-2-1. So they've had their fair share of times where it didn't get finished off in the third period of play, but they'd love for tonight to be one of those times where it did. The officials back out to the ice here as we get set for the third. Stars and Rockets making their way out there. Gordy O'Dwyer taking to the net that he started the hockey game in off to our right, and it'll be Tyler Roberts heading down to the net once again here for the Stars to get set for period number 3. One final checkup at the out-of-town scoreboard as we have been throughout the course of this hockey game. The only other game that we're really checking up on in the Western Conference is LaSalle in Kamoka. The Rockets will travel to LaSalle on Wednesday night, so keeping an eye on the scoreboard and see what's going on for the Vipers, who had Matthew Tovil back in net tonight. A big boost for them. He's been up with the Windsor Spitfires for a large portion of this season, but good for the LaSalle Vipers to have him back in the lineup for tonight's game, although it doesn't look like it's going quite their way, trailing by a score of 4-3 with about 5 minutes remaining in that hockey game. Kings up 4-3 on the Vipers. The latest goal coming off the stick of Edouard Jensu. Looks like we're set and ready to go here for the third in Strathroy. Here's the gallant Dundas out there for the Rockets. Cuban out with Dobbin. And Maddox Amra on the left wing. Face-off one by the Stars. They'll take control. Long dump in. That one right on goal. And stopped by Gordy O'Dwyer into the corner. Trying to poke that one free. Puck coming up to center. Knocked down by Piercy. Now Piercy will work it wide right. Piercy to the net. And he almost got a good pass over to Gallant, who couldn't knock it home. Holding onto it into the slot. And after the net, redirected. Piercy got a shot on. Was stopped and now taken down behind the net here. Held onto into the corner as Dundas chases. Up to the point. kept in. Laszlo and now Piercy holds onto it. Spins down low for Dundas. Puck bounces away from him. Piercy tries to get it back. Bouncing puck here on this fresh ice. Both teams having a hard time getting it through as this one's sent down the ice, and it'll go for an icing against the Stars here, who tried to finish up a line change there. And just by the looks of it, they're going to get away with at least a couple. As Amaral, who was on the ice, is sitting on the bench, and now they're going to bring him back out. Offensive zone draw for the Rockets. Into the corner, Girth throws it around the boards, tries to get it up to Matthew Parrish. He's the lone goal scorer for the Stars tonight. Long pass over left side. Carrying that one in. Amaral tried to find it to the middle there. Puck knocked away. Fetzial up to Faulkner. Faulkner steps in across the blue line, shovels one to the net, that one missing. Smith back down low. Behind the net, reverse pass, walks out. Spezzial shot on, that one was blocked. Johnson up to the point for Smith. Smith to the net. That one redirected, looked like it hit off the side of the goal, cleared off the glass, and back out to center. Kindry now takes a step in, fires one in on goal, stopped by Roberts on a hop right out in front of him. Now Ballantyne. Paris. Dietz back to Paris on the right side. Tries to cut in here. Had it knocked off his stick. Faulkner was right behind him. Faulkner will flip this one in the air. Bouncing puck gets down to the blue line. Now Wood gets his stick in the lane as he dumps it in on the backhand. Roberts leaves it for Girth back behind the net. Pass over to Dietz. His flip in is going to find its way into the Strathroy zone. Ty Johnson down low gets this one up to Velaz. Trying to hold on to it here, and he will. And now he'll put on the Jets and work his way forward. Knocked off his stick. Hogarth couldn't get it to Wood. Wood just knocked that one away. Arm comes up here. Penalty on the way to Strathroy. It's going to be touched up here. And a tripping call will send Riley Wood to the box and the Stars to the power play here for the first time in the hockey game. And the St. Thomas power play is one that you got to be careful of. 22.3% on the season. 21.2 away from home. And a big 2 minutes for them to try and cut this deficit in half. Paris out to the slot. Shot on, tipped by Roberts and stopped by O'Dwyer. Now Dietz from the corner. Back behind the goal. Roberts up now. Paris against the wall. Pass knocked away by Spezzial, but they get it right back. Dietz now to Girth. He hands it off left side. Spinning Ballantyne tries to get the puck away. Hands it off back down low. Walking out into the slot. Couldn't get a shot off there as Paris fanned on the rebound chance. And the Rockets will send that one down the length of the ice and get a line change here. A new set of legs out there. 45 seconds ticked off the clock already on this power play for St. Thomas. Quick pass right side. Here comes Paris. In. Shot on from an odd angle. Stopped by O'Dwyer. Picking up the puck. Ballantyne walks in. Now he walks his way out. Up to the point. Dietz. Pass knocked away and cleared down the ice once again. It was Tyler Roberts to stop that puck and hold on to it here as he hands it off to Tristan Girth. Getting set to headman this power play. 45 seconds to go in the man advantage for St. Thomas. To Ballantyne, steps across the blue line. Tries to shovel a shot to the net for Amaral. Tied up against the wall by Blake Hall. Amaral holds on to it. Tries to reverse that one out front. Picked up again. Ballantyne back down low. McRobbie. Ballantyne shot on through traffic. Stopped, blocked, picked up in the corner by Piercy, who will throw it off the boards and send it all the way back down into the St. Thomas zone. The rest of the Rockets will finish up a line change here. Is now the pass down the ice and an icing coming here against the Stars with 9 seconds to go in the man advantage. We'll bring the face-off 180 feet back down inside to the St. Thomas zone. 9 seconds left on the man advantage here. We'll almost just about do it in terms of zone time here for the Stars. They might be able to get back down the ice in 9 seconds, but if the Rockets can win the face-off here, that'll essentially kill off the penalty. One back into the corner. Catrice will set it back behind the St. Thomas net. And the time will tick off the clock here. Woods back out on the ice. We're back to even strength. Long pass, knocked away. Laszlo back behind the Strathroy net. Taken into the wall. Now Faulkner, his pass, knocked away. Holding on to it, looking, shot on! Stopped by O'Dwyer. A good chance out front for McRobbie. And O'Dwyer stands tall to keep it a 3-1 hockey game. Face-off coming off to O'Dwyer's right. Four and a half minutes gone to start the third here. Still a 3-1 Strathroy lead. Around the boards, left side, Ten Hag chips that one forward. Pimento will chase, and now Pimento picks it up left side. Pimento looking, shot, that one was blocked. And down in a heap right out front of the St. Thomas net. In the corner. Still slow to get up and finally blown down. On the shot block as Catrice is slow to get up. Catrice still down on his hands and knees off to the right of Roberts in the St. Thomas zone. The shot block looked like it got him right above the boot, resulting in a slowly working his way off the ice now under his own pressure, though, to the St. Thomas bench. It'll be a face-off inside the Stars zone as Catrice is going to go take a seat and get tended to by the training staff. Face-off taken by Ficino, one back by the Stars. Up to the point, unable to hold it in here. Back, and now Laszlo dumps it inside of the Stars zone. Ficino will chase back behind the net. Left side, they'll bring it forward. Bounce pass off the boards. Joseph knocked away a big hit. Ficino back to Hall. Hall's pass up to Pimento. Pimento had to dodge a hit there. Still got a little bit of it as they work the puck inside of the Stars zone. Up against the wall, holding on to it and couldn't get it away, but Watson finally does. Physicality picking up here is Pimento. Going to get big hit against Watson there, and puck comes back out into the Strathroy zone. Hall right on him. Up to Laszlo. Ten Hag at center. Loses it as he got to the blue line here, and the Stars will quickly work it up as a long dump in is going to go over top of the glass. And out of play. Will bring the face-off into the St. Thomas side of the neutral zone. Didn't hit any sticks on the way through. Just a long dump in over top of the glass. Piercy takes the draw. Dundas dumps it in on a backhand, and the Rockets will chase inside the St. Thomas zone. Coming out left side. Girth's long pass, able to get his way onto the stick of Dobbin. Now Dobbin into the corner. Tied up down low. Johnson trying to get this one away. Ty Johnson onto the stick of Gallant. Gallant, good pass, finds its way through traffic. Right side for Dundas, who throws it towards the net. Into the left corner now. Picked up down low. Gallant will go get it. Looking out front for Piercy. That pass knocked away. Dundas. Piercy in the corner. Dundas tied up as well. Two Rockets in the corner trying to get the puck away. Piercy, Dundas tried to throw it over top. Looks out front, and that one shot fired wide by Piercy around the boards and down the ice. And this one will go all the way for an icing against the Stars. They were running around a little bit inside their own zone. And finally the Rockets just electing to get some shots on goal. The Stars iced in. There'll be an offensive zone face-off here for Strathroy. Off the draw. Belaz circles, cuts to the slot here, knocked away. Now looking out front for a redirect, and a little bit of a collision out front there is going to knock the net loose behind Roberts. The official right there. New set of legs out here for Strathroy. 13-15 to go here in the third. One back behind the net now. From the corner, Roberts, long pass out of the reach of Dietz. And they're going to say he did not get a piece of it. And another icing will bring the face-off back down to the St. Thomas zone. Just about 7 minutes gone here in the third period. A 3-1 Strathroy lead on 2 goals in the first, 1 in the second, pardon me. No goals scored so far here in period number 3. Clearing attempt, knocked down by Kane Johnson. Able to put it back down into the corner. 2 stars on him now. Spezial knocked away from him. Smith, Kindry playing catch at the Strathroy blue line. Long dump in, up to center, thrown back in. Faulkner will chase. McAlpine back behind the net. Reverses it onto the stick of Alexander. Now Alexander. Set up behind home plate there. Leaves it for Dietz. Now back to Alexander's. Pass up to the right side for McAlpine. Lost in the skates of Kane Johnson and picked up by Spezial. Now Paris. McAlpine. His pass coming through the middle. Kindry able to get it down low. Trying to tie up there. Nice play. Working out front. Pass knocked away. That one just goes wide. Bouncing back out front here. O'Dwyer trying to knock it away into the corner. Spezial will throw it out past the blue line and up to center as the long dump in goes off the pads of Gordy O'Dwyer. Kept in. Dietz puts it down into the corner. Spezial getting chased out. Smith on a backhand pass up to the point. Hicks shot on. Stopped by O'Dwyer as he catches that one between the shoulder and the blocker and just sits on the top of his blocker as Patterson McNair just pulled it out of the top of Gordy O'Dwyer's blocker. Funny where it lands, but O'Dwyer makes the save. Laszlo back behind the net. Chip pass by Belaz doesn't make it out. Point shot on, and O'Dwyer gloves it down. That one destined to go well over top of the net, but he holds on to it. Once again now, face-off off to O'Dwyer's right. Poke through. Nice pass, they'll work it forward. Here comes Wood to center, long dump in, hits off the helmet there, and I'm going to say it was offside on the play. Face-off in the neutral zone. Wood having a conversation with the linesman, not sure. He's unsure why that one was ruled a offside against Strathroy. Hogarth wins the face-off back. Belaz will hand it off right side. Hall steps in across the blue line. Shot on. Big pad save there by Roberts. Rebound comes out and now to center. A big hit. Knocks the puck loose. McNair tries to take it away. And Hogarth gets it back here for Strathroy. He'll work it up forward on the right side. Shot on. Gloved down by Roberts. And he'll cover up with 11:07 to go here in the third. It's a 3-1 Strathroy lead. And the Rockets will get a line change. Switching up the back end as Marshall and Johnson come on. It's Wood in the corner, holds onto it on his forehand. To Belaz out front. Johnson, Marshall left side, out front for Wood, redirected on the skate there and right on goal. Not a tough stop there for Roberts as he covers up and makes the save. The shots on goal here in this third period of play. As we mentioned, a fairly quiet start here, about 9 minutes in. 7-2 in favor of the Stars. They've had their chances here in the third, mostly in thanks to that power play. Marshall, point shot. That one's going to miss well wide, glove side. Off the boards and all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. Johnson to the left side for Marshall. Spins and gets some space as he takes it back behind the Strathroy net. Passes over right side. Pimentel trying to knock it away. He's able to get it back at center ice. Hits Joseph against the wall, trying to draw the puck loose. It does get loose. It's dumped into the Strathroy zone, picked up by Ty Johnson. Johnson trying to pick it up again. He goes into the corner. Battling there, taken down back behind the net, holding on to it. Joseph looking for a pass out front. Kidder tied up with Johnson. Those two have been going at it here on this shift. Puck bounces out to center for Ten Hag. Ten Hag will get to center, will dump it in. Pimentel will chase. Into the corner, big hit by Pimentel. Gets the puck loose and gets the Rockets bench on their feet. In comes Ficina. Pimentel up to the point. Smith, point shot on. That one's tipped. Big rebound comes out. Ten Hag tried to get it loose, and the Stars will clear back out to center ice. Kindry to Ten Hag. Dumped down the ice. And this one will be chased by Kindry. We thought there might have been an icing on the play. There isn't. Kindry's backhand pass up to center. Dundas tries to knock it forward. Right up front of the St. Thomas bench. Steps out from the wall. Dumps it on the left side. Couldn't get it in as the Stars will bring it forward now. Piercy pokes that one away. Getting it to center. That's as far as they'll get it as Dobbin picks it up again. And now backhand will find its way back into the Strathroy end of the ice. Behind O'Dwyer. Up to the blue line. Dundas can't clear. Now finally he does, but this one's going to go out of play. Found its way into the netting, it did, and we'll get a whistle, another face-off coming in the Strathroy zone. 9:09 left here in the third. It's a 3-1 Strathroy lead. They're holding on to it. Well, nice Christmas themed costumes in the seats tonight. Kindry now with it. Throws it off the boards, gets it out. Faulkner at center. Across the red line here. Tries to dodge a hit as he picks it up. Alexander down low, touched up. Penalty on the way here, a slashing call. And the Rockets will head back to the power play. It's Tristan Roberts. No, pardon me. It's going against Kindry. Kindry's getting the slashing call. And it's St. Thomas going back to the power play. So the 8:55 to go here in the third, and the Rockets penalty kill unit is going to get a big chance to kill off a 2-minute slashing called Owen Kindry now. St. Thomas got lots of chances on their own power play so far tonight, but they were unable to find the back of the net. They'll get another chance now. Tied up against the wall. Hogarth. Hall now. He'll pick it up. Spin. Fire it up to the point. Ballantyne jumps in the air to knock it down. Another chance. This one's going to clear off the stick and back out to center. Ballantyne probably got about a foot off the ice, if not more, to pick that one out of the air and bring it back down, save it from going down the length of the ice. Paris dumps it in left side, comes around all the way up to the right, and the pass up to the point. Nobody there to pick it up. The Stars will have to take it back to their own blue line. Alexander, nice little stutter step move, works his way in. Now tries to cut through, left side, scores! Beats O'Dwyer, blocker side up high. And the power play goal cuts the deficit down to a 3-2 game. Tyler Alexander, the defenseman, jumps up in the rush, brings it in, and fires it top shelf. This St. Thomas team has a good power play unit. You can't give them too many chances, and although it was just their second chance of the night, they buried, and we're back to a one-goal hockey game. Off the draw now. Cuban shot. That one's going to miss blocker side. On O'Dwyer, now down low. Piercy from the corner. Off the glass, out to center. Dundas will throw it in. Around the boards. Hit into the wall, Piercy. Picking this one up past the St. Thomas bench, dumped back in, and now coming forward, Amaral in, left side, shot on, stopped by O'Dwyer. Big rebound comes out into the corner. Tied up here, Amaral. Back down low. Holds, looks for a pass, still holds, works to the slot, shot on, pad save O'Dwyer. Around the boards all the way up for Gallant, who gets it out of the zone, but the Stars will regain control. Pass out of the reach there, trying to find Dobbin. Johnson now. Marshall tipped in off the stick of Hogarth. The Rockets will chase. D to Girth on the left side. His pass over to the St. Thomas bench. Nobody there. They're changing on the play. Long pass up to Gallant. Valentine knocked away. Gallant, long dump in, glove down by Roberts, and Roberts is going to hold on as Hogarth came in there to force the cover up. 7:01 to go here in the third. Still lots of hockey to be played, and it's a 3-2 Strathroy lead. Top line out there for Strathroy. One back to the point. Kindry with it. Hands it off down low. Tries to get it back as the battle in the corner ensues. It's going to be flipped over top of the head of Kindry. Picked up by Roberts. Roberts tries to cut to the net here. Pokes it past O'Dwyer, but that one went wide. Hicks down low. Dietz passed right through the slot there. Knocked away. And now it's going to be a foot race for it. Wood's going to win the foot race. He'll pick it up in the corner. Wood. Nice toe drag move. Back behind the net. Looks out front. Reverse pass, and Bowers couldn't get a shot off. It was hooked on the play. Here comes Dietz carrying it up left side. Off the end boards, O'Dwyer plays it back into the corner. Trying to fire one on there. Dietz back behind the net. Up to the point, McAlpine. Shot on, and O'Dwyer makes the save right across the crest. And he'll cover up here as the Rockets had a glorious chance going back the other way. The reverse pass out front to Brendan Belaz, and he just could not get a good shot off. Looked like he might have got a stick up underneath him on the play. And now Owen Kindry will head to the locker room here for Strathroy. Not sure what that is about. I didn't see him go down, as Rockets will be down a defender at least for the time being. Pass up off Johnson is going to be cleared, and then a long dump in onto the stick here. Spezial through the middle. Trying to poke that one away was Kane Johnson. Again, McNair at center, dumps it in. Hall will pick it up inside the Strathroy zone. Rimmed around the boards, all the way over left side. Spezial, nice chip forward. Faulkner will try to chase down Alexander, but Alexander will pick it up, work his way behind the Stars net. Clears that one off the glass and down the ice. Laszlo being chased by McRobbie. He's going to spin and fire. Pass picked off, but Spezial gets it right back. Spezial loses an edge there at the line. Throws that one, and he's able to get it up to the St. Thomas blue line. Long pass, McNair. He'll pick it up, stepping across the blue line. Look for a shot on. O'Dwyer kicks that to the right side corner. Big hit there as Hall's down. Holding on to the stick there as that one's cleared, and it's going to be out of play as Hall got into a little bit of a tie-up down low with Patterson McNair. Just 5 1/4. In this third period, it's going to be a face-off to O'Dwyer's right side. Right off the draw, good chance. Shot on. O'Dwyer had some trouble with it at first as he'll cover up the second chance. And now the Rockets will finish up the change on the forward unit. Redo that face-off in the right side corner. Off the half wall now. Rockets will try to clear. Bouncing puck will find its way back to the St. Thomas zone. D over to Girth. Now they'll carry it in and try again. Down low, Johnson. Good job to just force him into the corner. Amaral trying to tie that one up. It comes to Johnson again. Now Amaral. Nice move to work it out front. Good chance. Couldn't get the shot off, and that one goes wide. Tried to force the shot through into the corner. Now Dobbin tries to reverse it out front. Back behind the net. Picked up. Here's his pass. Off the stick of Dundas. Now another long dump in. Kicked aside by the pad. Stars are offside on the play here as Johnson will bring it up past the Strathroy blue line. He'll get to center. Holds on to it here. Johnson shot on. Stopped by Roberts and blown down by the official there as he thought that Roberts had covered it up. He had it in front of him. Didn't quite put the glove over top of it. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third. And the Rockets, they still do hold on to a 3-2 lead here in this game. Although the Stars' second tally on the power play has made it a lot more interesting. Just a shot away from tying this hockey game. from back behind the St. Thomas net now. It's Alexander trying to work it past center. He's able to get that one into the corner. Looking out front. Knocked away. Couldn't get a shot off. Good play by Smith to get the puck back. Thrown around the boards. Chip pass by Johnson, and it's not going to have enough for icing as Spezial chases it down low. Back behind the net here. Holds onto it on his shot. Back down into the corner for Faulkner. Alexander gets it. Opposite side. Pass up to the Stars bench, and now dumped in. Over top as Paris trying to chase it down. Bounce off the boards, and a long dump in by Alexander as the Stars will have to chase once again. They're still offside on the play. Gives the Rockets a chance to settle down behind the net. Passes to Faulkner. Faulkner at center, and he'll send that one down, and they're going to call an icing call. Faulkner had a foot right on the red line, and they called it on him. You've really seen an increase in that this season of linesmen not really giving them the benefit of the doubt as they had in years past. If you were within a foot of that red line, they would generally just give it to you. But no, not before. Arm comes up. Hall's tripped up. A penalty on the way here to St. Thomas as it's going to be touched up. And with 3:13 to go, the Stars take a tripping call to send Strathroy to the power play. And that is a big penalty to take late in this one. And it's going to go against Dobbin down low. Just got his stick caught up in the legs there. And so the Stars will have to kill off the penalty until the 1:13 mark of this game. Unless the Rockets can find the back of the net. In the corner for Riley Wood. Wood still in the corner, now works it down low to the opposite side. Bounces it off the boards to the point for Ty Johnson. A shot on up high. And Roberts makes the saves with the glove, reaching across his body. And we'll get a face-off off to his right side now. Wood. He goes down low. Hogarth with it. Up to Belaz, and now bounces it off the boards for Marshall. A shot on! Tipped, and it goes off the bar. And the face-off will come outside as the point shot from Marshall hit off the crossbar. I don't even know if it was directed on goal or if Marshall was looking for his second of the game. Minute 32 to go on the power play, 2:45 to go in the hockey game. That one up and out of play as that was chipped by Wood and Ballantine coming together. Go time here in this hockey game for the Stars. They've got to kill off a penalty before they can get back to even strength and think about pulling the goaltender. They do have a shorthanded goal tonight. Coming from Matthew Paris. Face-off one. Rockets take control. It's Wood on the left side. Handing it off down low. Belaz now. They're going to switch spots. Now he hands it off to Wood in the corner. Pass out to Hall at center of the point. Now to Wood. Wood looking shot, and that one whistled over top of the net. And I don't think it hit anybody on the way. Let's see where they put the face-off. I believe it's going to come outside. No signal from the official. The linesman is going to place the face-off outside of the zone. Neutral zone face-off here. 2:20 to go in this hockey game. One back by the Stars, and now Ballantine. Pass over to Paris on the right side. Paris coming through the middle. Had it knocked off his stick. Hall to Smith. Belaz just going to chip it forward. Ballantine will pick it up. Dump in, knocked down by the stick of Hall. Smith will take it into the Strathroy zone. Now into the corner. Tripped up again. No call this time. Belaz, right side over to Hogarth, poked away. Paris now steps in across the blue line. Working shot. That one well over top of the net, glove side. Puck bounces, and it's going to come all the way back down into the St. Thomas zone. Backhander clears the zone. It comes all the way back for Ty Johnson, who circles inside of the Strathroy zone, and now he makes a move to bring it up ice. Johnson steps in across the blue line here. Tries to leave it for Spezial. Forces a turnover. Amaral coming through the middle of the ice there, dodging a hit. To get out of danger was Roberts. Minute 17 to go here. Penalty over. Back to even strength and back out onto the ice here. They're going to quickly go to the bench and bring on Nick Cuban. Just a minute to go here in the contest. Tied up down in the St. Thomas zone here. Puck trying to get loose by the Stars. 3 of them down low. Hit up high by McAlpine. Up to the point, Marshall. Shot well wide, off the boards, and now cleared down the ice. Bouncing puck is going to find its way right onto Gordy O'Dwyer, who's going to cover it up and get snubbed by Human. And Marshall's going to have a talking to with him. With 50.1 to go here in the third. And you can see the snow sitting on top of Gordy O'Dwyer's shoulder. Kindry's actually having a conversation with the official right now about it, as Gordy O'Dwyer dusts off his shoulder. And now a timeout being taken here by the Stars with 50 seconds to go in this game. Stars will use their timeout here and try to draw something up. A successful penalty kill for St. Thomas once again here in the game. Although now with that, they're running low on time. Just 50 seconds to go in the hockey game. Trailing by a goal. Trying to force overtime. They'll need the equalizer. The Rockets looking to try and draw something up to shut down this Stars offense. They have an offensive zone face-off coming here after the puck was covered up by O'Dwyer. We'll see where Roberts goes. And they're going to bring him to the bench. So the net will be empty here for the Stars with 50 seconds to go. Right side face-off. Gordy O'Dwyer looks over to his right as the Rockets line up. 5 wide across the top. Up to the point. Now Ballantyne circles back down low. To the net. Stopped by O'Dwyer. Puck bounces back out front. Good chance. Banging away at it. Covered up by O'Dwyer. And the whistle goes. Stars were banging away at that one, but the official lost sight of the puck. And they'll have to do the face-off this time on the left side. Man, that was close. The Stars got one to the net. And the loose puck was just bouncing around out front of O'Dwyer. Off the draw. Tied up in the circle here. Picked up. Spinning pass. Knocked away. Shot blocked. Ballantyne to the net. Redirected out front. And O'Dwyer reaches back to stop it, and the Stars think they scored, but they didn't. No, they did. Did they? I don't think they tied this hockey game. I think they did, but the officials pointing to the face-off dot. The Stars thought they tied the game. It'll be a defensive zone face-off. St. Thomas Stars players lining up at center thinking they've tied the game at 3. And it will be a face-off off to the left of O'Dwyer. Not much argument. They must not have known it went in. Face-off one back inside the zone. Spezial flipped in the air, down the ice. Bouncing puck, and it will go for an icing. And bring the face-off back inside the Strathroy zone with 16 seconds to go in the hockey game. Man, this game gets exciting. If the Stars thought they had the equalizer, celebrated down the bench line, but the official never called goal. Up to the point. This one, once again, set down the length of the ice, and it'll take 6 more seconds off the clock. 10.2 to go here in the third. Another face-off inside of the Strathroy zone. It's Faulkner versus Dietz in the face-off circle. Net empty for St. Thomas. Off the draw, looking for a shot. It goes into the corner. Smith trying to tie it up, looking out front. Alexander's shot. That one's going to miss the net. Out front again. Stopped by O'Dwyer. They're poking away at it here. And another chance there by Dietz, and he poked O'Dwyer, and this will draw a huge crowd in the corner. Everybody going after Dietz as he speared O'Dwyer. Gave him a jab long after the whistle. And as you would expect, every single player, including Gordy O'Dwyer on the ice for the Rockets, going after Dietz in the corner. And I don't think the official saw it. Dietz is going to be taken off the ice here. With 1.1 to go here, the game is all but over. They're going to put Dietz in the box, but the faceoff will come outside. And with 1.1 to go, the Rockets are... Oh no, Balaz is heading to the box too here for Strathroy. They will bring the faceoff outside, which will all but finish up this hockey game. Face off, but it's all but finished up here. Down, and the horn goes. This game is over. The Rockets win it 3-2. Cuban a late slew foot on Faulkner after the draw, but the Rockets win it 3-2. They hold off the late barrage from the Stars. And they are back into the win column, winning 3-2 here over St. Thomas. They celebrate with Gordy O'Dwyer, who's back into the win column himself, and they will salute the hometown fans here for the final time in 2021. A 3-2 win to send the hometown fans happy. Head coach Rob Coots not happy with the officiating crew here for St. Thomas as he's giving it to him from the bench. And I'm not sure what about, to be honest with you. He's looking up at the clock and complaining with the officials here. 3-point-something seconds left, and that's when the roof caved in. But they weren't going to have enough time regardless here as Rob Coates gives it to the officials on his way off the ice. The Rockets will leave with a 3-2 win here over the St. Thomas Stars. Goal scorers coming from Marshall, Wood, and Balaz to win this one. The Rockets back in action Wednesday as they will hit the road to LaSalle to finish off the schedule before the holiday break, and then they will see what has for them in 2022. I'm Noah Smith. Thank you for listening with us tonight, whether you're watching on Hockey TV or listening on the Strathroy Rockets YouTube page. We'll be back Wednesday